Welcome back to the quiet corner of our stories, where history wears a velvet gown and romance glows softly in candlelight. If your heart craves a journey through elegant ballrooms, windswept countrysides, and courtly intrigue, you're in the right place. Today I'm sharing 7 historical romance manhwa you must read now. Stories that prove love can bloom in marble halls and in the margins between grand plans and messy, beautiful lives. Each tale invites you to lean in a little closer, to listen to the heartbeat between two people who choose each other again and again, no matter the odds. So settle in, take a breath, and let these 7 romances remind you that hope is a kind of romance too. And it often comes wrapped in a ribbon of perseverance. First up is a world where royal duty and personal longing collide with glittering stairs and shadowed corridors. The remarried empress follows a woman who discovers that a first marriage built on politics and appearance can still be reimagined and revived through a second chance at love. It's not a simple fairy tale, it's a study in dignity, patience, and the stubborn, dazzling persistence of a heart that refuses to give up on tenderness. As you turn the pages, you'll feel the ache of promises kept and promises broken, the quiet strength of a woman who chooses her own happiness, and the surprising moment when two souls who believed their paths diverged finally walk side by side again. It's a romance that invites you to cheer for a heroine who negotiates power and love with grace, and who discovers that happiness is often made, not found. Second, we slip into a different era, where a life once governed by fate and a single thread of destiny finds new color through a second chance. The abandoned empress journeys through time, memory, and choice as a woman who can rewrite her fate learns that love isn't a script you memorize but a living moment you shape. The artwork glows with the texture of silk and stone, echoing the hush of ballroom evenings and the roughness of wounds that time cannot erase. The stubborn pull toward a partner who mirrors courage, who sees the real person behind the strategy of court life, and who refuses to let the past define the future. It will make you believe in second chances, in the stubborn beauty of healing, and in a bond that grows deeper with each careful step forward. Third is a tale where a clever heroine uses wit as both shield and lantern, recreating her own destiny in a hall of power and peril. The villainess turns the hourglass as a time-twisting dance through a world where every decision can rewrite a lifetime. Don't mistake it for a light joke. It's a melodrama of minds and motives, where a careful mind and a fearless heart unlock. The romance blossoms not just from attraction, but from shared sacrifice. From choosing to stand beside someone who sees your true light even when the world insists on labeling you as a villain or a victim. The story urges you to trust that cleverness paired with courage can carve a brighter tomorrow, and it does so with a sly smile and a warm embrace. Fourth brings a modern trust rebuilt within a regent's mansion, where danger and desire mingle in the shadows of stairs and balconies. Raeliana ended up at the Duke's mansion is a sharp, sparkling romance about a woman who steps into a political game not to win a throne but to secure her own life and her evolving heart. The Duke she encounters isn't a mere Prince Charming. He is a man weighing authority against affection, a partner who learns to let someone else steer the ship of fate when the compass is love. The tension crackles with every conversation, every plan that gets rewritten because two people decide that honesty matters more than legacy. It's a story that makes you sigh with relief when trust becomes the strongest weapon in a world ruled by appearances. Fifth, let your senses drift into a darker, richer mood, the pull of passion in a palace that keeps secrets like trophies. My Dear Cold-Blooded King turns heat into poetry, weaving a romance that is at once dangerous and tender. It leans into the atmosphere of quiet rooms, glances across a crowded hall, and the slow, deliberate pacing of two hearts testing themselves against fear and fascination. The couple's companionship grows in the spaces between danger and devotion, where care is shown in subtle acts and the courage to stay when pride would pull them apart. The warmth of their growing bond is unhurried, earned one moment of vulnerability at a time. And it invites readers to believe that real romance isn't about fireworks all the time but about choosing one another in the small hours again and again. Sixth invites a gentler, almost fairy tale feel, the kind of romance that seems to arrive on a breeze with a sigh and a blush. The Lady and the Beast pairs gentleness with courage in a union that challenges norms and softens a heart hardened by losses. The relationship grows from mutual respect, shared secrets, and a trust that forms when fear is faced together rather than apart. The artistry in this one bathes the scenes in warm light, stolen glances by candle flame, quiet conversations under a swelling sky. The sense of belonging that arrives when a companion looks beyond a person's armor to the softness inside. It's a reminder that love can soften even the hardest of days and reshape a life into a safer harbor. Seventh and last, a spicy, earnest duet set where ambition, loyalty, and a sharp mind collide to reveal a romance that strengthens as the stakes rise. The Evil Lady's hero offers a relationship built on counsel, challenge, and a shared sense of purpose. It's not about a single grand kiss but about the growth that comes when two people decide to meet each other halfway, to share power as partners, and to weather the storms of political intrigue with trust as their lighthouse. The growth here feels earned through mistakes, through forgiveness, through a decision to keep choosing each other when the world presses in. If you crave a romance that stays with you long after the last page, this one is a perfect close to the 7-strong run. As you listen to these 7 stories, you may notice a common thread. History doesn't erase love, it tests it. It fashions resilience from heartbreak and gives sweetness a sharper edge. The kind that makes every small moment feel like a chance to begin again. These manhwa don't pretend romance is a flawless fairy tale. They show it as a patient, stubborn practice, an art learned in the quiet hours between promises and consequences. In the willingness to grow alongside another person who sees you, really sees you, and still chooses to stay. If you've ever believed that love can't survive the pressures of time, these 7 tales whisper a different truth. They remind you that romance isn't just a rush of feeling, it's a practice of choice. A devotion that gathers momentum as characters forgive, learn, and decide day after day to invest in each other. They offer an invitation to hope, to dream, and to trust that happiness can be built, even in rooms full of red tapes and winding staircases. Before we wrap, here's a gentle nudge. If one of these stories sparked a memory or a hope in you, share it in the comments. Tell us which couple felt like they carried a lantern through your own rough patches, or which world you'd love to revisit again and again. Subscribing will keep you close to more tales that blend history and heart, that cradle you with warmth on tough days and put a glimmer of belief back into your heart. Thank you for walking this winding path with me. May your days be touched by the same quiet courage and tender romance you found in these pages. Until next time, keep a door open for love, keep a promise to yourself, and keep believing that the most wonderful endings can begin with a single, brave choice. Before we close, take a moment to picture a small, quiet scene from your own life where patience paid off, where a choice kept 2 hearts aligned. That heartbeat is the thread running through these 7 romances, the stubborn warmth that makes ordinary days bloom into something lasting. If you could walk through one doorway, would you choose a moonlit garden behind a balcony, or a sunlit parlor where a whispered confession lands softly? Tell me in the comments, and let that spark travel to someone who needs it today. Love, after all, is a practice you keep choosing, day after day. May these 7 stories linger in your thoughts like a favorite melody, reminding you that brave hearts still find each other, again and again. Thank you for listening.